My grandmother never called herself a doctor, yet somehow she always knew exactly what made us feel better. The smell of fresh ginger filled the little kitchen every winter morning. A kettle gently whistled on an old stove while rain tapped softly against the window. Grandma would smile, slice a few pieces of ginger, squeeze half a lemon, and stir in a spoonful of honey. To us, it felt like magic in a cup. Years later, scientists discovered that many traditional remedies weren't just comforting family traditions. They contain natural compounds that may support the body's healing process. Of course, these remedies aren't cures for serious illnesses, but for everyday discomforts, many have stood the test of time. So today, let's discover 10 home remedies that modern science says Grandma may have been right about. For generations, families passed these remedies from one kitchen to another, not because they promised miracles, but because people noticed they often brought comfort. Today, researchers continue studying many of these natural ingredients, finding evidence that some can support digestion, soothe sore throats, ease minor aches, or help the body recover. Think of these remedies as gentle helpers, not replacements for professional medical care. If symptoms are severe or don't improve, it's always best to seek medical advice. When your throat hurt, Grandma reached for honey before anything else. There's a reason honey has remained a favorite home remedy for centuries. It coats the throat, helping reduce irritation while its natural properties may help calm coughing. Several studies have found that for some people, a spoonful of honey before bedtime can ease nighttime coughs and improve sleep better than doing nothing. It's a simple, comforting remedy, but remember, honey should never be given to babies under 1 year old because of the risk of infant botulism. Sometimes nature's sweetest gift is exactly what your throat needs. Beyond comfort, honey contains natural antioxidants and plant compounds that researchers continue to study. While it's not a cure for infections, it can be a soothing addition to warm tea or lemon water when you're dealing with a scratchy throat. The warmth of the drink, combined with honey's smooth texture, often creates a relaxing ritual that helps people feel cared for. Something Grandma always understood. If your stomach felt uneasy, ginger was Grandma's first choice. Fresh ginger has been used around the world for generations to settle upset stomachs. Today, research suggests it may help reduce nausea in some situations, such as motion sickness or pregnancy-related morning sickness, though anyone who is pregnant should talk with their healthcare provider before using supplements. Ginger contains natural compounds called gingerols that may support digestion and help calm the stomach. Whether steeped as tea or added to warm meals, its comforting aroma has made it a timeless kitchen remedy. One humble root, generations of grateful stomachs. Scientists are still learning exactly how ginger works, but many studies suggest it can help reduce feelings of nausea for some people. It won't replace medical treatment for serious digestive problems. Yet for mild discomfort, many families continue to keep fresh ginger in the kitchen. Sometimes the oldest remedies remain popular simply because they offer gentle relief when used appropriately. Grandma's simplest remedy cost almost nothing. Warm salt water has long been used to soothe irritated throat. Gargling with a mild salt water solution may help reduce swelling, loosen mucus, and make the throat feel more comfortable for a while. It's one of the easiest home remedies because it requires only warm water and a small amount of salt. While it won't cure a bacterial infection or replace prescribed treatment, it can provide temporary relief during a cold or mild sore throat. The simplest remedies often become the ones we remember forever. Grandma understood something modern science often confirms: comfort matters. Warmth, hydration, rest, and simple home care can make everyday illnesses easier to get through. These small acts remind us to slow down and care for ourselves. Sometimes healing isn't just about medicine. It's also about kindness, patience, and the reassuring feeling that someone is looking after you. After every heavy meal, Grandma always reached for peppermint. There was something almost magical about the way Grandma would walk into the garden, pick a handful of fresh peppermint leaves, and drop them into hot water. Within minutes, the kitchen filled with a cool, refreshing aroma. Today, researchers believe peppermint may help relax certain muscles in the digestive tract, which can ease mild indigestion or bloating for some people. That's why peppermint tea remains one of the world's most popular herbal drinks after meals. However, people who experience frequent acid reflux or heartburn may find peppermint makes their symptoms worse, so it's not the right choice for everyone. Sometimes relief begins with something as simple as a warm cup of tea. Peppermint has been valued for centuries, not because it performs miracles, but because it offers gentle comfort. Whether enjoyed after a large family dinner or during a stressful day, the calming ritual of slowly sipping warm peppermint tea encourages relaxation. Science reminds us that reducing stress can also support healthy digestion. Perhaps Grandma wasn't just serving tea, she was teaching us to slow down. When skin became itchy, Grandma trusted the pantry more than the pharmacy. Long before expensive skincare products filled store shelves, people discovered the soothing power of oatmeal. Finely ground oatmeal, often called colloidal oatmeal, has natural compounds that help moisturize the skin and support its protective barrier. It may reduce irritation caused by dry skin, mild eczema, or insect bite. Today, many dermatologists recommend oatmeal baths as part of gentle skin care because research suggests they can calm irritated skin. It's not a cure for serious skin conditions, but it can provide welcome relief for everyday dryness and itching. Nature has always known how to comfort the skin. Grandma believed that healing didn't always require complicated ingredients. Sometimes the simplest foods served more than one purpose. Oats nourished the body from the inside and soothed the skin from the outside. Even today, you'll find oatmeal included in many skincare products because scientists continue to recognize its gentle skin-friendly properties. Sometimes the oldest wisdom quietly survives inside modern science. When worries kept us awake, Grandma made chamomile tea instead of counting sheep. Every evening, Grandma believed the day should end peacefully. She would brew chamomile flowers into a warm golden tea and encourage everyone to slow down before bed. Research suggests chamomile may promote relaxation and improve sleep quality for some people, although results vary. Its gentle floral aroma, warm temperature, and calming bedtime routine work together to create a peaceful environment. While it isn't a treatment for chronic insomnia, Many people find it to be a comforting part of a healthy nighttime routine. Sometimes the best medicine is simply learning how to rest. Modern life keeps our minds racing long after the sun goes down. Phones, deadlines, and endless notifications make true relaxation difficult. Grandma didn't have sleep apps or smart watches. She had quiet conversations, warm tea, and peaceful evenings. Science now tells us that healthy bedtime habits, like limiting stimulation, creating a calm environment, and following a consistent routine, can improve sleep. Perhaps chamomile was only part of the secret. The real remedy was slowing life down. We've only uncovered half of Grandma's wisdom, and the next remedies might surprise you even more. Grandma called turmeric. Every morning before breakfast, Grandma would stir a pinch of turmeric into warm milk or soup. She believed its golden color carried strength. Today, scientists know turmeric contains a natural compound called curcumin, which has been studied for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. While research is ongoing and turmeric isn't a cure for chronic diseases, including it as part of a balanced diet may support overall health. Interestingly, black pepper contains piperine, which can increase the body's absorption of curcumin. One reason many traditional recipes combine the two. Sometimes the brightest medicine grows quietly beneath the soil. For thousands of years, cultures around the world have treasured turmeric, not because it promised miracles, but because it became part of daily nourishment. Modern nutrition experts often remind us that no single food transforms health overnight. Instead, it's our everyday habits that matter most. Grandma didn't believe in shortcuts. She believed in small choices repeated every day, and perhaps that's where the real wisdom was. When muscles ached, Grandma reached for warmth, not worry. After a long day in the garden, Grandpa often complained about sore shoulders and stiff muscles. Grandma would soak a towel in warm water, wring it out, and gently place it over the aching area. Heat increases blood flow to muscles, helping them relax and reducing stiffness for many people. Today, healthcare professionals often recommend warm compresses or heating pads for temporary relief from mild muscle tension. Of course, sudden injuries, swelling, or severe pain should be evaluated by a healthcare professional instead of treated only at home. Healing isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about allowing the body to rest. Our bodies work hard every single day, often without appreciation. Muscles carry us through busy mornings, stressful afternoons, and endless responsibilities. Grandma understood that recovery was just as important as hard work. A few quiet minutes with warmth, gentle stretching, and proper rest often help people feel ready for another day. Science agrees that recovery is an important part of staying active and healthy. Grandma never forgot to keep a jar of prunes in the kitchen. It wasn't because prunes were anyone's favorite snack. It was because Grandma knew they could help when digestion slowed down. Today, research supports that prunes contain fiber and a naturally occurring sugar alcohol called sorbitol, both of which may help support regular bowel movements for some people. They're a simple food, not a medicine, but for occasional constipation, they can be a helpful addition to a balanced diet along with enough water and physical activity. Sometimes the smallest habits quietly protect our health for years. Grandma rarely waited until problems became serious. She believed prevention was easier than repair. Eating fiber-rich foods, drinking enough water, staying active, and listening to your body's signals were simply part of everyday life. Modern medicine continues to emphasize these same habits because good health is often built one ordinary day at a time, not through dramatic changes, but through small, consistent choices. One final remedy remains, and it may be the most powerful lesson Grandma ever taught. We've explored remedies for sore throats, upset stomachs, digestion, skin, sleep, and aching muscles. Yet Grandma always believed there was one remedy more valuable than any herb, spice, or cup of tea. It couldn't be bought in a pharmacy, and it didn't come in a bottle. It was something every family could give freely. In the final chapter, you'll discover the last remedy and why it may be the one that truly brings all the others together. Grandma's greatest remedy was never found in a jar. Think back to the last time you were sick as a child. Chances are you don't remember the medicine's name, but you probably remember someone placing a cool hand on your forehead, tucking a blanket around your shoulders, or sitting quietly beside you until you fell asleep. That was Grandma's final lesson. Love doesn't replace medicine, but feeling cared for can ease stress, bring comfort, and encourage us to rest and recover. Today, researchers know that strong social connections and lower stress are linked with better overall health and well-being. Sometimes the greatest healing begins with simply knowing you're not alone. The heart heals differently, but it heals too. Science continues to explore how stress, loneliness, and emotional well-being affect our physical health. While love isn't a prescription, kindness can make difficult days feel lighter. A comforting conversation, a shared meal, or simply sitting beside someone who's struggling reminds them they don't have to face illness alone. Grandma understood that healing wasn't only about the body, it was also about the heart. And perhaps that's why her kitchen always felt like the safest place in the world. Maybe Grandma wasn't practicing medicine. Maybe she was practicing wisdom. These 10 remedies have survived because generations found comfort in them, and modern research supports some of their traditional uses. Honey may soothe a sore throat. Ginger may help with nausea. Peppermint, oatmeal, chamomile, turmeric, warm compresses, prunes, and simple saltwater gargles each have evidence suggesting they can support everyday wellness in certain situations. But none of them are miracle cures, and they aren't substitutes for professional medical care when it's needed. Grandma never promised miracles. She simply believed that caring for yourself every day was better than waiting until your health was gone. The greatest medicine, is the life you choose to live every single day. Health isn't built in a single morning or lost in a single night. It's shaped by thousands of ordinary choices. What we eat, how well we sleep, whether we move our bodies, how we handle stress, and how we care for the people around us. Grandma's remedies remind us that wellness often begins in simple places: a warm kitchen, a shared meal, a quiet evening, and the decision to slow down. Perhaps that's the wisdom our busy world needs now more than ever. Which remedy reminds you of your grandma? Tell us below. Every family has its own traditions. Maybe your grandmother swore by chicken soup, garlic, clove tea, or a remedy passed down through generations. We'd love to hear your story in the comments. Your memory might remind someone else of a loved one they miss. And if this video brought back a warm childhood memory, Share it with someone who could use a little comfort today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories where timeless wisdom meets modern science.